it's Cece. I'm coming at you with another video, and as the title suggests, this video is about my coupon binder. Yes, it's finally closer to complete than not, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. But before I begin, as usual, I just want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. I want to thank everybody who's been watching and providing feedback on my videos. I really appreciate it. So to get into this real quick, as you guys saw in the Office Depot video that I posted, I initially intended to just use an old binder that I was using when I was in school, and I quickly found out that wasn't going to work because it was just a plastic binder that was open on all the sides, and you know, I'm a klutz, so all the coupons kind of fell out. So yeah, that was kind of part of the reason it took me so long to get this binder together, because I literally had to start all the way over. So what I did is I went out and I looked for one that, of course, zipped up. And seeing that I was going to get a newer one, I wanted to get something that had a lot of storage in it. So this one I actually found at Walmart, and it was $10. They had two of them. The other one was $12.99, and it was pink, you know, and cute, but it didn't have a lot of the storage features that this one has. So I'll quickly go ahead and show you that. This binder is actually made by Mead. It says Pro Platinum on the outside, but on the inside it says it's made by Mead Corporation. It just doesn't say it on the outside. So the first thing I saw was the fact that it had this outside pouch. And what I've been doing is this little mesh pocket right here. I've been separating all my coupons when I prepare for a trip and putting them in like little envelopes. Actually, they're the envelopes I get out of my junk mail. I open it, you know, so I can shred everything, and I just keep those little envelopes and then write outside what I plan to get from that store, and then I just tuck the envelope in here so I have quick access to it. This big flap right here actually opens up. It has a zipper, opens up, and then it has all these slots in here that you can, you know, fit more items in. Yeah, big and a small one, and you can zip it up and make it secure. And then on the inside, it's, you know, the slots for pens. There's a nice clear slot here that I keep my calculator. And then here is another kind of like hidden slot where I actually keep the index cards that I use to sort all my coupons when I'm getting ready to clip. I just spread everything out on the floor and then put everything underneath the proper index card once I'm done, and then put them in the binder. So yeah, that's the outside. I like that. It had a lot of that storage on the outside, and then on the inside it actually had the accordion style folder on the inside that I've just been keeping a lot of the circulars in. Like this one is Walgreens from last week, so I'm going to take that out. And then in here I also have like the coupon book, and I think this is, yeah, this is Publix, but yeah, that one's done as well. And so, yeah, that's a real convenient feature. So I don't have to like tuck it into that front slot and then everything, you know, starts to bulge, and then that little plastic sheet just, you know, becomes loose and everything starts falling out, because that's actually what started happening to me. So, yeah. And then I had these little pencil pouches that I had for whatever reason I wasn't using, so I decided to throw them in here. This one I used to hold all my store awards. This is actually the one I got this morning from CVS, the $7. Then I have a $2 from Walgreens and $4 from Rite Aid. And what I've actually done with my book is I've separated it into two major groups, just food and non-food, and then non-food is split up into household, personal care, health and wellness, and then beauty. And then the grocery is just split into, like, you know, the normal aisles that you see when you go into the store. So the first thing I have here are all my store cards. Yeah, I had a Kroger card, lost it, got a new one, then found the old one. You know how that always goes. And then after that, I have all my store coupons to make sure that I, you know, if there's any options to stack, I can see them right away. And to be truthful with you guys, I'm kind of getting annoyed with how much clipping I'm doing. And initially, when I started the other book, I was kind of doing a hybrid method where I was clipping what I knew I was going to use fairly quickly, and then just writing the date on the slips, and then sticking them in the large sheet protectors. And then if, you know, next week or whatever week came up and I saw I knew I could go to the coupon database, figure out which, date that coupon came from, and then just pull it out, clip it, and then whatever I didn't use, I put in the regular 9 slot holder. But for whatever reason, when I started this particular book, I just decided to do the whole category method. But I think I'm actually going to go back to the hybrid method because it's just a lot of clipping. I usually do it on Sunday night, but yeah, I'd rather be watching the show. So, just a quick note on that. These are actually some that I've clipped, but I haven't put in slots yet. So yeah, like I said, food, everything is just sorted out. I have the outside of the store first, and then I have condiments, pasta, drinks, stuff like that, snacks. All of that is just divided out into the normal aisles, and that's the front of the book. And then, like I said, this is the non-food section, and the first thing under non-food is household. So we have like paper towel, toilet paper, storage, and then cleaning items, laundry, dish detergent, air fresheners. And then after that, this is my personal care, which is divided up into like health, hygiene, toiletries, and stuff like that. Toothbrushes, toothpaste, Bath and Body, and then after that is beauty, and then I have pharmacy, aspirin, anything you normally get at a drugstore. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my binder. One thing I wish I had really given more thought was getting the plastic page dividers. These yellow ones I got from the dollar store, and yeah, it's the dollar store, so enough said. But like the major categories here, probably get the plastic ones that have the pockets in them, so I can at least, if I don't get around to organizing everything, I can at least put it in the category it belongs to and then get back to it when I have the time. So that's it for my binder. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is that if you've been watching for a while now, you've probably heard like a constant theme running through some of my videos where I've been kind of concerned with how much I've been spending. And what I ended up doing is I actually went into my credit card statement, and normally, I pay for everything with a credit card. I rarely carry cash. And what that allowed me to do is actually print out a report so I can compare my spending since I started couponing versus before. And what I found is that I actually am spending less. And that was surprising to me because when I just did the time period for where I was couponing, it actually came up to a lot. It came up to about $313. And then when I looked back, in the months prior, I was actually spending anywhere between $50 and $100 a week on food and groceries. So I was actually surprised. But the reason why I kind of felt like I was spending more is because I kept, feeling like for every little deal that came up or somebody posted a video, I was running out and, getting the stuff because I was like, oh, it's a great deal. And I kind of figured that now that I'm couponing and I'm getting stuff for way less, I should be able to spend less and be able to get a good amount of stuff. And, yeah, I'm going out and getting lotion and deodorant, but I can't eat lotion and deodorant, and I need food. I like food a lot, and I just really feel like I need to prioritize that, and then anything that I can get for a good price to stockpile should come second. So what I plan to do for the month of November is actually put myself on a little bit of a challenge. And what I'll be doing is kind of limiting myself to $50 a week. And yes, that sounds like a lot, but it's actually less than what I used to spend in terms of groceries. But I think it's a nice cap. It's a cap that will allow me to, get a good amount of groceries for the week and then still be able to pick up any deals if I come across them. So like I said, it'll be $50 a week. That's $50 a week before taxes. in my rush to do all this, I was like, yeah, it'll just be $50 and I'll add 6% tax, which would be $3 where I live. But then I was like, wait, hold on, you get taxed on the value of the product. So even if I'm walking out and I'm not actually spending anything, I still have to pay the tax on the amount. So that didn't work. So yeah, it'll be $50 before tax. And how I'll be keeping track is, if you notice in the CVS video I posted earlier today, I actually broke it down. I did the savings like I normally do and broke down the percentage, but then at the end I did a total out of pocket. So you saw I spent $7.29 out of pocket. That included tax, but I got $7 in ECB back. So technically out of pocket only spent 29 cents. So you guys will be seeing that in my videos from now on for the month of November. And then, you know, if I'm able to stick to it, great. That's how I'll be doing it from now on. But I just figured to, you know, I'd give myself the challenge of at least trying this to make sure. If not, I'm just gonna have to really rethink about how I approach this whole couponing thing. So yeah, that's it, guys. I know this video is longer than my normal ones, but yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. And there is another video coming, like I've been promising, something really exciting for all y'all. So I just want to thank everybody for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Be blessed. Bye bye.